This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Newton. Steps away to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. To try again after the sack. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left is Beckham. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. Stafford.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Looking for Mark. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Touchdown! Tony Gonzalez, 42 yards.
And the Wizards are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a apiece as the kicks
from way up at the 23. Field position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Johnson, the man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They snap it to Stafford. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Wizards have taken the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Stafford. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Stafford on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Quarter number 3. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
on third down. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 2nd and 12, Stafford being chased out left. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dickerson on the handoff. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To throw again on second down. Newton, he's going to air one out. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Glover Quinn.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gonzalez. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez. Touchdown, Miami. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. They're going to try and run for it.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Surveying the field. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. On 4th down, Newton. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Running it with Dickerson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Miami touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Johnson goes in motion left. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run now with Dickerson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Eric Dickerson. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be officially out.
You've got to pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and